Hey guys, welcome back. Chili Sports Hard here again. I already made a video today, but I wanted to wrap up my three-part series today. Part one, I talked about, basically all about baseball cards in general for beginners, or those of you who are returning back to the hobby that have taken a long break, or any kind of break, anything that's been changing recently, stuff that's different with sports cards today. Just going over basically baseball cards in general. Hey, knock it off. And then my part two video was, card storage, talk about the plastics, how to make sure that you keep your cards in good condition, and that kind of thing, how you can store cards on your options. I talked about all the kinds of different holders, sleeves, and even card grading. Card grading is a very big part of this business and stuff like that. So, definitely go if you're a beginning, trying to get back into the hobby or new to the hobby. If you go back and watch my part one and part two videos, it'll be a big help as far as getting back, getting some good knowledge, get some information. That way you don't make some mistakes like the one I just showed you in my last video. The last one I made, it was about a guy that's buying a fake card, spending a lot of money. About $810 right now. So you don't want to make those kind of mistakes, and that's why I make these videos. I want to help people out. This video is part three, and so you've learned about baseball cards. You've learned about some of the things about them, some of the changes. Personally, a lot of the stuff that Topps is doing right now, I don't like. Like, let's take for example. There's a really popular card out right now. It's called the Ronald Acuna Bat Down. What it is, it's an image variation. It's a short print, and it looks just like the holiday version, the 2018 holiday. It's the same picture, but in the holiday card, it's got like the snowflakes and stuff like that. It's a special set that came out for the holidays, for like Christmas type of deal. It's a cheaper card, cheaper box, designed to be more for like gifts for kids and stuff. Or, anybody can buy them, but needless to say, I don't like the super short print stuff because it doesn't have serial numbers. You have to look for the code on the back of the card. I'll just try to give you guys an example right here. So if you take the card, I don't actually have that Bat Down Acuna on me, and I don't have the regular version here to show with you, but if you looked at the card, you'd have to look at the very small numbers on the bottom to make sure that they were different. And then you would know, okay, well, this card's different. And they throw them in the middle of these jumbo packs and stuff like that. And if it's rare and it's short print, just put a serial number on it. Topps is doing some stupid things right now. I'm kind of like, I don't know, I'm kind of boycotting Topps right now, to be honest with you guys. I think the Panini brand makes a better card. And there's a lot of, for me, there's a lot of debate about the rookie card issues. See how this card right here has a rookie card logo? That was his first year that he actually played in Major League Baseball. And so 2013 Nolan Arenado cards are rookie cards, and they put those rookie card logos on them. This card right here is a 2010, and it's his first Bowman Chrome card. They don't really consider that a rookie card. It's just his first card. I got into a little kind of argument with a guy. There's a pretty big YouTuber named Jab's Family, and his brother, he does videos too. I think it's called like The Past is Alive or something. And he was opening up a 1994, 1995 product, and he was talking about how those cards were Derek Jeter's second year. And I don't like that. I don't think that people that are like, that have a lot of followers on YouTube and stuff like that, it's not inaccurate information. It is his second year as far as it being cards, but he didn't play any big league games until 1995. So in 1994 cards and 1995 cards, if you just ask me, it's a lot easier just to call them rookie cards. It's easier to call that a rookie card because Beckett wants to call it like a pre-draft or a pre-rookie or a prospect card, and they come out with these prospect sets. Even this card right here, it says draft pick and pros, prospect. Okay, that's what it stands for. So it's not the original Bowman Chrome set. It's a Bowman Chrome prospect set. well, okay, well, if it's a prospect, say it shouldn't be a prospect rookie card and not just a true rookie card. Well, it has the rookie card logo. It's kind of confusing. And this year in 2020 Topps, they got a situation where it's just ridiculous to me. I'll tell you exactly what happened with the issue that I'm talking about. A player on the Astros named Yordan Alvarez. Okay, he won the Rookie of the Year in 2019. Well, his Topps card for 2020 has the rookie card logo because he didn't actually join the Major League roster until I think I don't know the exact cutoff date, but there's a date that Topps uses saying anything after this date, then they can still use that the next year as a rookie card. Well, he joined the team like a day after the cutoff. So the guy won the Rookie of the Year, and now in 2020 he has rookie cards. I don't agree with that. Because of one day, you know, I just, how can somebody win Rookie of the Year and then have cards the next year that are rookie cards? It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. It makes zero sense. It's nonsense. Okay. And then you got, you know, big time guys that are on here, that are on YouTube, opening up 1994 Derek Jeter cards, and he can't call them rookie cards, even though he didn't play a single game until 1995. You know, the thing is that this whole rookie card issue is pretty ridiculous. And I think, to me, it'd be a lot simpler just to call it, you know, anything rookie year or prior rookie cards. Because, I mean, Nolan Arenado has a 2009 card. It's like a extra edition signature Panini card. And, you know, that's his actual first card. It's not his first Bowman card. It's not his first Topps card. I just feel like that Topps does things backwards. Like, they just don't, I don't like it. And it's 2020, and I think that their Series 1, the big card in it is the Yordan Alvarez rookie card, and it's crap. If we're talking about one of the other big players that's in it, as far as rookie cards go, the Gavin Lucks. You know, I got, if I can find it, give me a minute. I'm going to start looking through some of my stuff right here. I have Gavin Luck's cards from like 2015, 2017. I don't remember what year it was. I'm going to go ahead and pull it out. But I got to find it first. I should have been probably a little bit more prepared. As I'm looking, I'll keep talking a little bit. So, yeah, I mean, I don't need to pull a 2020 Topps Gavin Luck's rookie card because, to me, I've got better ones that are older. Like, to me, there's nothing in it for me. I'm not excited to open 2020 Topps whatsoever. If the card stock was a little bit nicer, if it was a little bit better built, they're a bit more, you know, pleasing for me to look at or to open, I might consider getting some. But with all this image variation crap, not putting serial numbers on their cards, just calling them a short print, allowing, you know, rookie guys to make simple mistakes and cause extra headache to the hobby, that's very unnecessary. It deters a lot of people from getting into the hobby once they learn about silly things like this. And I just don't like it, man. I think that Topps needs to think about what they're doing. I think they need to take a step back and make some better decisions, because I just don't agree with a lot of stuff that they're doing right now. And that's just my personal opinion. That's why I'm not into it right now. I'm not trying to buy any Topps 2020 stuff whatsoever. As it, you know, when we're talking about Series 1 stuff, because I just don't like it, man. That's just my opinion, you know. You guys can definitely buy whatever you want to buy. So this video, part 3, is going to be about just, you know, I'm just going to talk. I might vent some more about some stuff that I don't like. But what I'm going to teach you guys is basically how to make smart purchases, make good decisions about what you're buying. I'm going to talk about just stuff in general, like I'll pull up certain cards. I'm still looking for the Gavin Lucks right now, so I don't know where I have like 2 or 3 of them, and I'm looking for them right now. So anyways, yeah, I just want people to have a better understanding of it, because what's going on is this video is geared for beginners, right? And I'm going to show you guys a different perspective, my perspective on, you know, certain things, like the rookie card issue that I'm talking about. You know, it's just kind of stupid. I feel like this video is becoming a failure already because I'm looking for these Gavin Luck cards and I can't find them. I'm pretty sure I'll get to them at some point. I've got a bunch of cards out, so I don't remember exactly where they are. There can't be too many more left to look through, so I should find them here pretty quick. So, yeah, it's the 2020 Topps, man. It's very unappealing to me. I have no interest in it whatsoever. I think if they want to, you know, call rookie cards of players that won the Rookie of the year before, and then you got people in the hobby that want to call, you know, cards that are actually rookie cards, not rookie cards. I don't know. It's just kind of stupid. I can't find those Gavin Luck cards. They're around here somewhere. I'm going to give up looking for them because it's messing up my mojo. So anyway, yeah, that's just how I feel about Topps right now. So I wish I had an audience and I could actually talk to somebody, because I would ask you guys, you know, as beginning collectors, what you might be interested in buying. You know, what are you looking for? Because that way I could just pull up a certain card that, you know, is hot, you know, and look for it, and then help you guys figure out where, you know, maybe what a good option is for you to buy that card, and help you, you know, make a smart choice on which one you should get. Maybe I'll just use that bat down Acuna as an example, because it's a hot card right now, and we'll just do that. So I'm gonna pretend like I'm talking to somebody, and that's what they're telling me. Okay, well, help me find one, and help me find a good one so I don't get ripped off. Okay, we'll go that way. So what you're going to want to do, say that card really, you know, interests you, and that's the card you want to spend your money on. You've heard a lot of good things about it. You think it's going to still go up in value. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to eBay, because it's a worldwide marketplace for baseball cards. Okay, it's real popular. It's not a very old card, so it might be safe to buy an ungraded one. But I'll tell you first off, right off the bat, if it was me personally, I'm going to spend the money. I'm going to buy a graded one. Okay, so PSA, SGC, or Beckett. You know, I'd buy definitely not, you know, a card that's been graded. So we're going to go to 2018, and you're going to want to do your research. Okay, I already know that it's a Topps Series 2 card, so I'm going to hit Topps Series 2, and I bet you, see right here, it says Acuna bat down. Okay, now when you're looking through this, I already talked to you guys about this. The Walmart holiday, the holiday cards, I'll show you what a holiday card looks like. This is a holiday card, okay? You see how it has that like wintry look and the snowflakes on the top, okay? This is the year after. It's not the same year. This is 2019 that I showed you. The 2018 version looks just like that, but it has the bat down picture, just like this, but it has the glittery snowflakes, and it's worth way less. So it can be deceiving, so make sure you do your research, so that way you're not buying the cheap card and spending a lot of money, because there's going to be, especially right now with this Rona stuff that's going on, there's people that are hungry, that are trying to make a real big easy buck and screw people over. So, you know, be careful, okay? Make sure that you're getting the right card, okay? And what you're going to do is you're going to look for that card, depending on what you want to spend. You know, you might go to an auction like this, and you might say, okay, well, I don't want to spend any more than, say, $200 or whatever. You know, so you choose $200, and hopefully you win. If you don't win, you don't win, or whatever. Some other cards might not be for auction. It might just have a buy now. But I think that most of these cards are going to be auctioned, because they want to see how high they go. Cards like this right here, it's in a one-touch. These are pretty fragile cards. You definitely want to make sure that you get the best shape card that you can get. See how it has a little bit of white on the corners, right there. You know, you're better off just buying the graded cards. So, like a 9.5 Beckett's a really good grade, and obviously it's a high dollar. You know, you got a 9.5 right there. That's for bid. But what's the fair market value right now? What's this card going for? So what you're going to do is you have that there. You hit filter. And then you're going to go to sold. You're going to change it. And you're going to actually see how much these cards have been actually selling for. So there's the bat down right there. The PSA is selling for $1,500 last time it's sold. And there's a big difference there between a graded card and a non-graded card. The non-graded card sold for $500. PSA 10 sold for, 3 times that. That's an ungraded card for $400. So there's a difference of $100. Maybe that one, or maybe this one, I should say, had something wrong with it. You could see it in the picture. Who knows? But, as far as ungraded goes, I would probably just stay away from that because you just don't know. You might get a crease card. You might get a, a card that has something wrong with it, and you don't want that. You want to buy the nice one. You want to buy the graded one. So you're going to spend some good money on it, PSA 9's $550. So it all depends on what you want to spend. But that's a very useful tool for you to use. You want to always go to the solds. And then you can even take it a step further than that. Say if you're a big PSA guy, or you're new to collecting, so you probably don't know. PSA is very popular, so I'll just use PSA. You can hit PSA, and then the filter. It's still on to solds. So all these cards I have, I changed it to the PSA. Now all these cards are, PSAs. So now you can pick apart the 9s from the 10s or the 8s or whatever and see what they've been selling for. So if you're looking at maybe getting a PSA 9, that would be a solid card. There's one for $600. I don't know about this one. It's a PSA 9, $600. So they've been selling for anywhere from like $500 to $600, maybe $700 recently. That's $800 right there for the PSA 8. So these cards are still going up quite a bit in value. It just depends on, I don't even know, because this one says $550 and it's a PSA 9 and the PSA 8 sold more than that. So I don't know. The market changes almost on a daily basis sometimes. So you kind of just have to use a common sense judgment. If you, look at it, figure out a price that you're willing to pay, and see if you can get the deal that you're looking for, and then just go that way. And that's how you shop smart. If you can, as a collector, you can be whatever kind of collector you want to be. You can collect Jim Edmonds from the St. Louis Cardinals, or when he was with some of his other teams. If that's your favorite player, if he made some of those amazing outfield catches, and that's who you want to collect, and that's who you liked watching the most, and that's what you're into, good for you, because Jim Edmonds is pretty cheap. So you're probably not going to spend a whole lot of money. But then again, there's not a lot of people that are looking for Jim Edmonds. So if you're looking to maybe invest or get something that's worth something, so that way you have something popular to sell later on down the road, when you just said that you're not into it as much anymore, or you want to pass on something to your kids that maybe might be worth something, then you might want to go with collecting a player that's a little bit more has a little bit more interest in the hobby. People like him more, or spend more money on him. You might want to get I don't know, whoever, somebody that's more popular. So you got to first decide on what you want to spend your money on, and then you want to use that tool on eBay. You want to check out what something's been selling for. You can go the route and trying to buy the boxes and pull it yourself. Just make sure you do the research and and look. One of the very common mistakes that I first made when I got back into the hobby is with all this rookie card nonsense that I was talking to you about before. I bought some cards that I don't necessarily wish that I didn't buy, but I didn't realize why I was getting such a good deal on it. Okay, so there's a lot of trends that happen in the market, and then there's a lot of trends that don't make any sense whatsoever. Some of the stuff is just way out in right field, and you're like, what the heck? I don't understand it whatsoever. Like if you were looking inside a newer Beckett and you were looking in 2013 cards, you would see sometimes Yasiel Puig cards and Beckett booked for more than Nolan Arenado's. Sometimes you'd see some of them, Didi Gregorius books for more than Nolan Arenado. And then other times in other areas, depending on the card, Nolan Arenado books 2 or 3 more times than those guys. And so you're like, well, God, man, what the heck's up with that? Then the best answer that I can give you is Beckett sucks. Beckett is not on their game as far as their price tag goes. I think that they need to definitely do a better job in stepping up their game as far as because they kind of just lost their balls to eBay, and they kind of, you know, and that's what's going on, you know. Nobody uses Beckett anymore, and that's really unfortunate because I thought that was a solid thing, and they really do a great job with their grading. But as far as the market goes and putting it on paper and determining like a fair amount of money, what something's worth, it doesn't hold value, or it doesn't hold anymore these days because it changes too frequently. And you know, things happen in life, and things, you know, like for instance when Kobe Bryant died, you know, all of his stuff went up a lot. And people were spending a lot of big money on it right after he died, and Beckett couldn't release a new Beckett saying, okay, well, his stuff's going up, you know. So maybe it took a month or two for them to catch up and say, yeah, the prices have went up, and maybe in a couple of years they'll go back down, or maybe in a few months, or maybe they already started going down a little bit. Who knows? I'm not too sure. I just throwing it out there. An example like that. Well, I was talking about a very common mistake that I made. A card like this right here, you know, there's a difference between these two cards. The rookie card logo is on this card, and I actually paid about the same amount of money for this card. These cards, they were very cheap. I think I paid maybe about $7 or $8 a piece for these cards. These are both Aaron Judge refractors. This one's actually a true rookie card. It's 2017. It has the rookie card logo. This one's not. It's a 2015. And I was really, really surprised that I got this card so cheap. It's not serial numbered. It's got an almost solid 9.5 gem mint grade. You know, 4 of them. There's only 3 of them. The surface says 9. But when I got this card for so cheap, and then I was looking at like 2014 or 2013 prices of their, you know, Beckett graded gem mint rookie card. And I was like, wow, you know, okay, well, he's a rookie in 2017, 2013, 14, 15, what's the difference, you know? There's you know, there's times when there's many different, you know, years in between where guys can have cards. And the cards that are in between cards, like, say, for example, a 2012 Bowman Sterling Nolan Arenado card. His true rookie card is 13, and then they go all the way back to 2009. You know, it's just crazy. So it's like you gotta know that the first Bowman card is very popular. Anything that has the true rookie card logo, and anything in between is kind of like just really not that worth that much. Even these the off-brand, the Panini brand, as cool as they are and as much as I like them, in basketball and football they're huge, but in baseball they're just not there yet. And I think they're a much better card personally. But anyway, that's just, it is what it is. The cards that are in between the true rookie year and the first Bowman, you know, you kind of want to stay away from, because the trend is that they're just not worth that much. There's not that many people that are interested in them or try to pick them up. Now, there might be a rare occasion where you find a card like this that's a 2015 that's, you know, like a red or an orange, and you can get a really good deal on it, and I think that's awesome. You should pick that up. Yeah, if I could get a card like this that was like, you know, orange, you know, like numbered to 25 or something like that, or maybe even numbered, you know, to 150, it was blue, and I only had to pay like $25 for it, I think that's a great deal. I think that's a good pickup. But you're not going to be able to resell it for much more than what you paid for it. There's not going to be much of an investment in that type of card, because it's one of the cards that's in between the years. So make sure that if you're buying rookie cards, you really pay attention to that. You know, what year is it? Does it have the rookie card logo on it? Or is it the first Bowman Chrome card? And you can tell if it's the first Bowman card because it's going to actually say that on it. First Bowman Chrome card. before like 2005, when they didn't have these rookie card logos. You know, basically the way it is if you look in the actual Beckett price guide, it's gonna tell you rookie card year. It's gonna say a rookie card next to it. I'm gonna go ahead and just pull up an example. I'm gonna go back into 1994. Okay. Where's my finger at? Okay, so 1994 SP, Alex Rodriguez. He didn't play any games until 1995, but these were his first years that the card, you know, that he had cards. It was in 1994, or MLB cards, and so that's why that has a rookie card on it. Is Derek Jeter in this set? No. Derek Jeter has a 94 Topps card. So yeah, like right here where my finger's at, it's a 1994. Derek Jeter was a rookie in 1995. So you would think that this would be called a rookie card. But Beckett's not putting the rookie card in it because I don't even know. I don't like it because I think it should be called a rookie card. But it's not. If you want to buy actual, what Beckett considers to be a Derek Jeter rookie card, you're going to have to look in the year 1993. And so somewhere along the line, they got their X's mixed up, and they say, well, it's okay prior to 2005 to call the pre-draft and the pre-rookie cards rookie cards before their rookie year. It's just the first cards that were made, you know, the MLB cards that were made, we'll call them rookie cards. But after 2005, if it's pre-rookie year, they're going to be called prospect cards or pre-rookie cards. And I just don't, I think it's stupid. So, anyway, that's like, yeah, I don't know, it's just nonsense. One of the things that you also can do when you're looking to buying cards and, you know, is think a little bit ahead, you know. You can buy whatever you want to buy, but, like, say, for instance, this Barry Bonds card, I anticipate him getting into the Hall of Fame. I really hope that he does. There's going to be a lot of different views out there on that subject, but the truth is, you know, he was probably a Hall of Famer before he ever took anything. And should that be recognized? A lot of people think so. It doesn't mean that you have to think so, but what's going to happen to his cards when he actually does get into the Hall of Fame? And he is the GOAT. Michael Jordan 1986 cards in this grade sell for thousands and thousands of dollars. And I bought this card for like $4. Is that Michael Jordan card? Did they make less than this one? I'm not too sure. I really don't know. But I'll tell you what. It's the same year. 1986 Fleer. Michael Jordan is the GOAT. Barry Bonds is the GOAT. If he gets into the Hall of Fame and he's basically let back into baseball and he's forgiven, what's going to happen? His cards might end up going up a lot. And this card might be $1,000 card and I paid $5 for it. So guess what? It's an investment. And that's just the way you got to look at stuff like that. I'm not saying go out and spend all your money on Barry Bonds cards and bank on that, but it's definitely a possibility, right? So that's just what I'm saying. You got to kind of use your brain, use some logical sense, and hope that things fall into place for you when you're buying stuff if you're looking to invest. If you're not looking to invest and you're looking to be a collector, you know, just buy what you like. If you like the, you know, a certain team, you can buy players from that team, or you can, you know, collect the whole set from that team, or, you know, you can just buy whatever you want, but just make sure you're making wise decisions. Don't overpay for stuff, you know, go with the current market value and what things are selling for, and have fun with it. Don't be a sleazeball. Don't try to sell a dollar card for $800, you know, that's not cool. And just have fun with it, basically, like I do, like a lot of people do. There's guys that work, you know, 14, 15-hour days, come home, and then they'd spend 4 or 5 hours a night looking at things and thinking and plotting and buying certain things that they think that might go up in value. Or, you know, there's just a lot of guys that are really into it and they're passionate about it, and it's a lot of fun. And I know that I've been, you know, personally, I've been buying a lot of Arenado stuff lately because I think that I think that his numbers are just way too good the last 5 years. And with all the Gold Gloves and being pretty much one of the best third basemen that it's ever been, I just don't see his cards staying the same. I think that he's going to go way up. And that's just my opinion, so that's why I've been buying them. And plus, I like the guy, so it's pretty cool. So yeah, anyways, that's what you're gonna buy. You're gonna buy what you want to buy, and you're gonna, you know, be that type of collector. You can dibble and dabble with everything, really, but just, yeah, use that tool right now. That's probably the best thing going. And I don't know what else to talk about, because after you learned about the cards and you learned how to store them, you learned about the grading. You know, the grading has a lot to do with the prices, especially when we're talking about 9.5s and 10s. I know PSA 10s are way up there. Beckett 9.5s are a little less. The SGC 10s are about the same as the BGS 9.5s, roughly. I like SGC a lot, but you know, you can't always send every card that you have into them, because then you run into a problem like this where you get a card. I personally sent this card in to get graded by Beckett, or by SGC, and they didn't authenticate the autograph. All they did was grade the card. It says 9 mint. You know, it says that it's autographed, 65 out of 99. But did they authenticate it? Did they say it's authentic anywhere? They just graded the card, basically, is what they did. And some of the older SGC cases, it will say authentic, but then they won't give it a number. They won't grade the card. So, and then there's other times where it has a slash and then it has 2 numbers, one for the card and then one for the grading on and authenticity of the auto. But what you're looking at here is it basically just a 9 for the card. I know that Nats man, he's been kind of trying to help me figure it out and throwing information at me when it comes to this, but I don't think that he understands that they just don't authenticate autographs anymore. They just don't. So it's not that, you know, it's not authentic, but they're not putting their stamp of approval that it is authentic. And he's saying that if it comes from the dealer, they'll grade it. Well, it came from me. He didn't hand sign this, so, you know, it came from me. I got this card online from a seller, but when this card was pulled, it was autographed. Just like this is an on-card autograph right here. If I sent this into SGC, they'd put it in a case just like this, and it'd be the same thing. They would say, oh no, autographed. It's not numbered, but it would just have the grade for the card. And, you know, if they didn't put it in the slab and they said it was unauthentic, then that's a different story, but they don't actually advertise it on the card as being authentic. So that's why I did my last submission to Beckett, because I want those Nolan Arenado rookie cards to be authenticated. So anyway, that's what's going on with that. Anyways, I have a lot of fun making these videos. If you guys have any other questions about maybe what to purchase and how to make smart purchases, if you have any questions at all, feel free to message me or leave a comment and I'll try to answer the question for you. Have fun. Just be super smart about what you buy. Do your research. If you're trying to pull something in a pack, really just like watch videos on it. Make sure that the card that you're trying to get is actually in that box, because the hobby is very, very confusing. Quick example, you could buy all the shoot. Just watch videos. Make sure you can actually get that. Check the checklist, you know, online, Cardboard Connection. Watch videos. Make sure the card that you're trying to get is in actually the product that you're buying. You got Series 1, Series 2s. You got a whole bunch of different kind of Bowman Chrome nonsense. You know, it's very confusing. So definitely be careful. It's easier to buy the card. I strongly recommend just buying the card. Don't try to pull anything. You know, boxes are fun to open. If you're gonna do that, you know, buy a simpler product. You know, get your Panini Prism, get your base Topps Update. You know, something simple. You know, the Bowmans are kind of complicated. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the video there. My dogs are acting up. So thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to message me, and I'll try to answer them. All right, peace out. Chili Sports Cards. Talk to you later.